We've got a pretty strong system off to our west that's moving into the area. It's kind of weakening and dying, but it's going to come through here with a bit of a blast before it does. It's going to come through tonight. We're thinking mainly after 10 p.m. for most of the area, probably closer to 11. It's going to be a nice cold front. It's going to blast through the area pretty quick, bringing some wind with it, which is what I think is really going to be the biggest impact for most areas, and then be out of here by tomorrow afternoon. Overnight, we're looking at a lot of the valley locations, especially places where people live. There's probably not going to be much wind most of the night, but when that front comes through, it's going to kind of break open the cap on the valleys, and there's some winds, really strong winds up above with this, and it's going to help mix those down to the surface, and we'll see at least a brief period with some wind gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour here in the valleys. So if folks don't have things tied down outside, like their garbage cans, if it's garbage day or whatnot, or anything they might have outside, we're probably going to start blowing around. Also in some areas that that have a lot of trees and stuff, we might see some down trees and power outages, but we're really expecting that to be more up in northwest Montana, up around Kalispell in that area, than down here in Missoula per se.
So Ryan, what about snow? Are we looking for any significant precipitation with this system?
In the valleys, not as much with the front going through tonight. Over the passes, there's going to be a little bit of snow. I think, again, the bigger impact of that is going to be not from the amount of snow, but from the snow getting mixed up with the wind and causing, poor visibility and difficult driving conditions. And, sometimes we'll get compacted on the roads really quick with that wind. But again, as this thing's moving through really fast, we expect that to be pretty short-lived. So, if you're caught up in it, it's one of those situations, maybe if you're caught up in it, you might just want to pull over and let it pass. It'll probably pass in 15, 20 minutes, or, if you're at a low enough elevation, it might not even be that big of an impact for you. So that'll be for the passes. And then actually behind the front, there'll be there's a pretty good potential, especially from Missoula and about north, for some snow bands to set up. We call them convective snow bands. They're basically just showers, but they all line up together in a line, and they can cause moderate to heavy snow. And, this is one of those things that's really local in nature, so you can be driving along and have a clear, dry road, and next thing you know, you're into moderate snow, and it's accumulating on the road. So, it causes rapidly changing conditions as you drive. That's the biggest danger with those. But we expect those to pretty much be dying off by the time the morning commute starts, and the odds of getting a direct hit from one of those are actually pretty low. Again, the better area for that's going to be actually north and west of Missoula.